Let me tell you about the universal experience of having awkward crushes in school and college, something we've all been through, yet somehow never gets easier to talk about. Remember those days when your heart would race just seeing them walk down the hallway? You'd suddenly forget how to function like a normal human being. Your friends would be having a completely normal conversation, and there you are, turning into a complete mess because your crush just entered the cafeteria. I had this particularly embarrassing moment during my sophomore year. There was this person I'd been crushing on for months, and one day they actually sat next to me in the library. You'd think after all that daydreaming about this exact moment, I'd be prepared, right? Wrong. I somehow managed to knock over my water bottle, sending it rolling across the floor, making that awful hollow plastic sound that echoes through a quiet library. And you know what's worse? I knocked it over while trying to casually flex my reading sophisticated literature vibe with a book I wasn't even actually reading. But here's the thing about awkward crush moments. They're actually kind of beautiful in their own way. They remind us of a time when emotions were so pure and intense that they could turn the most confident person into a stumbling mess. These are the stories we look back on years later and laugh about with our friends. And let's talk about the elaborate schemes we create just to be in the same place as our crush. Suddenly signing up for clubs we have zero interest in, taking the long route to class, or becoming best friends with their friends. We've all been there. I once joined a chess club despite not knowing how to play chess, just because my crush was the club president. Spoiler alert, trying to learn chess while being distracted by someone you like is not the best combination. The funny thing is, these awkward moments aren't limited to teenagers. Even in college, when we're supposed to be mature adults, we still find ourselves doing ridiculous things around our crushes. Like pretending to be deeply invested in a conversation while actually trying to catch a glimpse of them in the campus coffee shop, or spending an hour getting ready just for a study group where they might show up. But you know what? These moments, as cringe-worthy as they might be, are part of what makes life interesting. They're the stories we'll tell our kids someday, the shared experiences that connect us all. Because at some point, everyone has been that person who tried to act cool around their crush and failed spectacularly. So here's to all the awkward crush moments, the stuttered hellos, the failed attempts at witty conversation, and yes, even the water bottle incidents. They might make us want to crawl under a rock at the time, but they're also what make our school and college years so memorably human.